Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rizkia Zahra. I'm from Group 5 and I'm here. I wanna explain about the vocab, the problem from the video, and examples for at the fourth meeting. Okay, let's get started. First, I wanna explain about the vocab. The first vocab we have odd, or in bahasa Wisik, ganjil. Odd is a number that is not divisible by 2 or multiples thereof. Example, 1, 3, 5. Next, we have even, or in bahasa Wisik, genap. Even is a number that are divisible by 2 or multiples thereof. Example, 2, 5, 6. Next, we have absolute value, or in bahasa Wisik, nilai mutlak. Absolute value is the distance of a given number from 0 on the real number line. Due to distance, there are no negative values, or it can be said absolute value is a value that is always positive or can be 0. Example, the absolute value of minus 6 is 6. Next, we have a round up, or in bahasa Wisik, pembulatan ke atas. Round up is the process of simplifying a number by adding one digit above it if the digit after the comma is 0.5 or greater. Example, 8.8 is 9 because 0.8 is more than 0.5, so it's round up. Next is round down, or in bahasa Wisik, pembulatan ke bawah. Round down is a rounding number that has not changed or adding one digit in front. Rounding down is used if the number after the comma is less than 0.5. Example, 2.3 is 2 because 0.3 less than 0.5. Okay, next. Next, we have bisector, or in bahasa Wisik, garis bagi. Bisector is a line that intersects an angle or line of equal measure. Example, okay, from the picture, we have triangle. Line AD is a bisector because line AD intersecting angle A and line BC. So line AD is bisector. Next, we have centroid, or in bahasa Wisik, titik pusat. The centroid is the point in the middle of an object. Okay, this is the example. We can see the square. This is O is the centroid because O at the middle of square. Okay, next. Okay, next we have median, or in bahasa Wisik, nilai tengah. The median, also known as the middle quartile, is the middle value in a data set that has been sorted sequentially. Okay, this is the example. If we want to find the median, we have two condition. First condition, if the total data is odd, so we can find the median with the number of the middle of data, like this. The median of this is 6 because the total data is odd. Next, the second condition, if the total data is even, like this, we can find the median with the add to number of the middle in data. Next, we adding by 2, and we have the median like this. The median is 5.5. Okay, next we have finite, or in bahasa Wisik, terhingga. Finite is a finite number of elements, or in other words, these elements have a limit or n, are often expressed in sets. Example, the set A is positive integers more than 0 and less than 10. So the set A is 2, 4, 6, and 8. Why we stop at 8? Because from the set A, we know the positive integers less than 10. Okay, next is infinite, or in bahasa we say tak terhingga. Infinite is an infinite number of elements and is often expressed in the form of a set. Example, the set B is an even numbers more than 2, and we have the set B is 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, and more. Okay, the set B, we don't know the finite, so the set B is just more than 2. Okay. Okay, next we move to the video. This is the problem or the question and the solution too. The question is, grade a graph of the linear equation 5x plus 2y is 20. Okay, this is the solution. From the question, we know that 5x plus 2y is 20. Next, both segments of the equation minus 5. Minus 5x. So we have 2y is 20 minus 5x. Next, both segments of the equation are divided by 2. So we have y is 10 minus 5 second x. Next, we find the coordinate with the choose a random number for x. And this we choose 3 value of x. The first is x is 0, and from this we know 0 as x and 10 as y. Next, x is 2, and from this we know 2 as x and 5 as y. Next, x is 4, and from this we know 4 as x and 0 as y. Next, we have 3 coordinates, and and this is the graph from the question and the coordinates. This is the 0, 10. This is the 4, 0. Okay. Next we move to the example 1. Okay, the question or the problem is, the large of two numbers is equal to 14 more than 3 times the smaller number. Find the smaller number if their difference is 38. Okay, this is the solution. Use a variable to represent the unknown is the problem that is the smaller number. Let the smaller number is n. Next, we translating the first sentence into an algebraic equation. Okay, this is large number is 14 more than 3 times smaller number. 3 times smaller number plus 14, and smaller number is n, so we have 3n plus 14. Next, we translating the second sentence, and large number minus smaller is 38, and this is from the question. We substitution our variables. Large number is 3n plus 14 from this, and smaller number is n from this, and equals 38. Next, 3n minus n plus 14 is 38. Next, we add minus 14 from both sides, and we have 2n is 24, and we divide it by 2 from both sides, and we have n is 12. So the smaller number is 12. Okay, next, it's example 4. This is the question. Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. How old are they now? Okay, this is the solution. Use a variable for Robbie's age and determine the symbolic represent of Sandy's age with same variable. Okay, let Robbie's age is x, and Sandy's age is 4 times Robbie's age. So Sandy's age is 4x. In 10 years means we will add 10 to each other age. So Robbie's age will be x plus 10 and Sandy's age will be 4x plus 10. Next, we translating the second sentence and substitution the future variable. Sandy's age is Robbie's age plus 6. Okay, plus 6 this from the question. So we have for x plus 10 is x plus 10 plus 6. And we subtract 10 from both sides and we have for x is x plus 6 and subtract x from both sides and we have 3x is 6. Next, divided both sides by 3 and we have x is 2. So Robbie's current age is 2 and Sandy's current age is 8. Next is example 5. The question is, Jessica is 27 years old and Melissa is 21 years old. How many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? Okay, this is the solution. For the first, we have to write the number of years in the past to variable x. So Jessica was 27 minus x and Melissa was 21 minus x. Then the relationship of x years ago was Jessica's age is 2 times Melissa's age. So we must substitute the part age and we have 27 minus x is 2 times 21 minus x. And we have 27 minus x is 42 minus 2x and 2x minus x is 42 minus 27 and we have x is 15. Okay, to check, we have to compute the age is 15 years ago. So Jessica was 27 minus 15 is 12 years old and Melissa was 21 minus 15 is 15 is 6 years old. Proof Jessica was twice as old as Melissa. Okay, the last example is example 6. Okay, the question is, two cars are traveling on the same highway toward each other from town that are 150 miles apart. One car is traveling at 60 miles per hour, while the other is traveling at 50 miles per hour. If they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minute will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? Okay, this is the solution. A car with a higher speed will cover a slightly longer distance than a car with a lower speed. Okay, this is the illustration. This is the fast car and the slow car. From this illustration, we can know that the total distance is distance traveled by faster car plus distance traveled by slower car. Okay. Because the cars live at the same time and meet at the same time too, we can symbolize time with the variable t. Then we use a relationships, rate times time for each car, and our model becomes 150 is 60t plus 50t, and we have 150 is 110t, and we have t is 1.37. The decimal part of the hour can be converted to minutes by multiplying. So it's 37 times 60 is 22.2 minutes, and we're on the answer is 1 hour and 22 minutes. So two cars are traveling the same highway toward each other at 1 hour and 22 minutes or in minutes is 88 minutes. So this is my explanation about the video, vocab, and example for today. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.